Poem I have chosen is To a Daughter Leaving Home by Linda Pastan. When I taught you at 8 to ride, a bicycle lopping along beside you, as you wobbled away on two round wheels, my own mouth rounding. In surprise when you pulled ahead down the curved path of the park, I keep waiting for the thud of your crash as I sprinted to catch up, while you grew smaller, more breakable, with distance pumping for your life, screaming. With laughter, the hair flapping behind you like a handkerchief waving goodbye. So, the meaning of this poem is on the surface, the reader is taken on an adventure of a girl, toddler age, learning how to ride a bike for the first time. At the same time, the parent is trying to keep up with the child just in case something would happen if she were to fall off. But however, the parent is quite surprised that the child is able to do it all by herself. On a deeper meaning, the poem is about how children get older and grow up and gain more and more independence from their parents. And the parent wanted to remind the daughter of an important life learning lesson. The purpose of this poem is to teach the daughter a life lesson on important learning processes, just how she has learned to ride the bike and do it all by herself. The tone of the poem starts off happy in the beginning because it is a memory of a parent teaching their child how to ride a bike. Towards the middle, it gets a little anxious when the parent mentions how they're waiting for the thud and for the child to crash. Near the end of the poem, though, it becomes a relief when the child did not crash and is able to ride the bike all on their own, and they're happy and they're laughing. At the end, it's bittersweet because the parent is waving goodbye to their child as she is riding off. The themes of this poem are growing up and gaining independence, and this is because the daughter is being able to ride the bike without her parents' help, which symbolizes that she's growing up and is able to do things without her parent anymore, and she can do things on her own. In the poem, some figurative language that's used is a simile on lines 21 through 24. The hair flapping behind you like a handkerchief waving goodbye. So it's comparing the child's hair to the handkerchief waving goodbye. Onomatopoeia on lines 12 and 13, the words thud and crash, which is helping the readers to hear the sounds as they read the poem. And alliterations on line 10 and 18, path of the park and pumping. It's that repeating of that P sound. Assonance on line 7, 15, 17, 19, 23. Mouth rounding, you grew, with distance for you, and handkerchief waving. And some imagery that the poet uses, which I feel helps to really help a reader visualize the poem the best out of all figurative languages, is on lines 21 through 24. The hair flapping behind you like a handkerchief waving goodbye. Even though that is the same lines for the simile, it's the words hair flapping and handkerchief waving that are the big imagery keys to help the reader visualize that hair waving, just like a handkerchief would be waving to. And the second one is pumping for your life, screaming with laughter. So this is helping the reader visualize that the daughter is, like when you hear those words, you just picture in your head the daughter riding her bike and just laughing and smiling because she's so happy that she is able to ride the bike on her own. And even though the poet didn't use any rhyme schemes, and rhymes or anything like that in the poem, so the poem is a free verse poem.